too close.
It's Tim and Tammy time. And today we're at Auburn Memorial Park Cemetery in Auburn, Alabama. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
And we love y'all.
And we have a guest today with us. We got What's the Deal with Danny.
Hi.
Y'all go check his channel out. He does a lot of graveyards too.
And we're at our first grave here.
Our first grave.
And Danny's going to tell us a little bit about it.
All right, I'll do that. This is Thomas Joseph Beckwith. He was a Major League Baseball player. He pitched for the LA Dodgers and the Kansas City Royals. He played college baseball at Auburn University. He was part of 2 World Series championship teams, 1981 and 1985. He was inducted into the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame in 2004. And the city of Auburn, Alabama declared April 21st as Joe Beckwith Day, which is also my anniversary.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Good remembering. So he played baseball during the time everybody was crazy about the Braves.
Yeah, that's what my grandma, that's what we was watching.
That's what my grandma was watching. Some trees changing.
Let me get y'all in here.
Okay. Alonzo. Yeah.
John Alonzo. And his wife. And what do we know about him?
John Alonzo was an actor, and he was more. I think he was more famous for his cinematographer, because it says right there he was a true artist. But he directed a lot of movies that we know about. He directed Normal Ray, and he directed Star Trek Generations. Y'all, I'm going off the top of my head for this. He directed Magnificent Seven. That's what Tim wants. See,
Well, he didn't direct Magnificent.
no, he was acting. He acted.
He acted in. He was one of the villagers in Magnificent Seven. Yeah.
Yes, he was. He was Miguel.
Miguel.
So
Miguel.
if you see him there, that's John Alonzo. And he was a handsome young man in the Magnificent Seven. But he was in Twilight Zone, and he was in Alfred Hitchcock Hour. And he's buried here in Auburn, and this is our conundrum here. We don't know why he's buried in Auburn, because he was born in Texas. He grew up in Texas and Guadalajara, Mexico. He died in California, and somehow he ended up buried in Auburn.
And we was hoping that Danny would know, and he don't know why he's buried in Auburn either. So
I don't know, but if anybody else does know, please let us
Let
know.
us know.
Yeah.
We would have known.
His wife is born in Kentucky, and she died in California as well.
which doesn't make any sense, does it?
They both died in March of 2000. Not wait, is that 2011? But they both died in March. She died 10 years later, but they both died in March.
Wow.
How they got to Auburn?
Only thing I can imagine, maybe their children. Maybe they had 3 children.
Oh, that might
But
be
he had
That
3
could
children.
be
Wait a
it.
minute. That might not have been hers. That might have been his first. This is his second wife.
Oh, really?
Normal Ray, wasn't some of it filmed here?
It was filmed at the Covered Bridge.
Yeah.
Down in Beulah.
So maybe,
yeah.
maybe there's a connection there.
Maybe it's one of his favorite movies. Never know.
Well, you know, where was Steel Magnolias filmed? He did Steel Magnolias
Louisiana.
too.
Natchitoches, I think.
Okay. I didn't know where it was filmed, but anyway.
Just surprising to see
There is a little bit of history to the south.
someone that
here.
is as
famous.
famous, yeah, and so many stars, movies that we know, and buried in Auburn.
He was the cinematographer for Navy SEALs, I think.
Yeah.
And
Belle Starr. He directed
the
Belle
TV
Starr.
version.
I remember that movie.
Yep.
That was a good movie. TV show. Had Elizabeth, what's her name? She was the
Elizabeth
witch.
Montgomery.
Elizabeth Montgomery. Bewitched. So he was most of the reason that we came out here today, but there are a couple other graves that we're going to cover while we're here. And we have no haunts. I have no haunts.
No what?
No haunts.
Oh.
I don't know that any of these people are haunting. I'm sure somebody out here is haunting the cemetery. We're haunting it right now.
James Ralph Jordan.
I see, I didn't even know his name.
Shug Jordan.
I thought his name was literally Shug.
And I've done a video on him here.
And he died in 1980. I wouldn't have realized, but I hadn't come back to Alabama in 1980. I was still living all over the country then.
So what do we know about Shug Jordan?
Shug Jordan was the coach at Auburn for quite a while. He was the 1957 national championship winning coach.
Cool.
And he was also the coach. He also coached Pat Sullivan, who won the Heisman. Not sure how long he coached, but
it was a long time.
he's like our Bear Bryant.
Yeah.
And Shug Jordan Parkway is named after him. Jordan Hare Stadium's named after him. So, yeah.
He's a big deal here.
Yeah, he's a big deal here.
In fact, he's the biggest deal. He's bigger than that actor over there in Auburn.
Yeah, I
He's
can
a big
imagine.
deal in
Yeah.
Auburn.
That's right.
Yeah.
When I first came out here, because I did a video of him about a year ago, I finally found it. And I came out here I didn't know where it was. And I just started looking for the Auburn flags. So I went to every grave out here with an Auburn flag on it. You see he doesn't have one on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's process of elimination. That's smart.
And then right over here is another famous guy that's right here. I think they probably knew each other. It's Robert Clayton Freeman. He was a NFL football player. And I think he coached under Shug Jordan
Oh, cool.
after he played football.
Okay.
Let's see. It's Bobby Goose Freeman. He graduated from Decatur High School, then went to play football with Auburn University from 1951 to 1955. After graduating, he signed with the Canadian Football League, disappointing the Baltimore Colts, who had intended on drafting him. The LA Rams were not deterred and drafted him in the 5th round. Instead of going to the CFL or any team in the NFL, he joined the service in 1956 and played for the Fort Jackson Eagles. He began his NFL career as a halfback and defensive back with the Cleveland Browns. In 1957, Green Bay Packers. He was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. He won the World Championship. I think that's before the Super Bowl existed.
Oh, wow.
Won the World Championship in 1960. He finished his career up at the Washington Redskins in 1962. 4 teams in 6 years. He intercepted 15 passes and he had 204 yards. After the NFL, he was a coach at Auburn University for 10 years.
Cool.
That is very cool. I like his headstone too.
Yeah.
And that's his son over there, y'all. That's Robert Clayton Freeman Jr. right here beside us. And there's a spot here, y'all. There's a grave here. There's a grave here. There is no headstone. There is a grave.
Not yet, anyway.
There's no headstone though.
Yeah.
So it's probably...
He died 10 years after his daddy.
I think it's kind of cool. He turned down the NFL to go in the service.
It is. Very cool.
Extremely cool. And this is also a Freeman.
Jennifer. She's my age, about more 1970.
Yeah. She died just 8 years ago. Okay.
They put a little bench up there
room,
for him.
There's room for a grave there, but there's not one, but there is one over there. This is, yeah, pretty interesting.
I assume that them being this close is intentional.
Yeah, probably is.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably is. All right, y'all. So that's been our adventure at the Auburn Memorial Gardens Cemetery. Did I say that right? Is that who this place is?
I think
hope it is.
Park Cemetery, I think.
Yeah, it's a park. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Danny, for showing us.
Oh, what?
Thank you guys for coming and walking around with me and doing
Yup.
these videos.
What's the deal with Danny? Y'all watch
check
him.
it out.
Please like, please subscribe on his
We'll leave
channel
a
as
link in
well.
the description.
And we love y'all.